Righto. 20th of September 2020. How we all doing, everybody? Are we all good? Yeah, we all buckling down. Are we all getting on with it? Are we? We all got our heads buried in the sand, or what? What a world we live in. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in today. Yeah, interesting day yesterday. A lot of people in London again. I think Kate Pepperami was there. Dolores Cahill, she was there. Philip, how are we, darling? Are we doing all right? Nice to see you. Pauline Marsh, looking very dapper. Hello, Karen. You all right, sweetheart? Yeah, well, I normally turn up in my work gear, don't I? But the weekends, man lives in the country. Man has to do what he does. He's casual. I'm a casual kind of individual. Philip the Kid Hartley, loving your profile name there, son. Karen Campbell, how are you, darling? You all right? Hi, I'm Ben Dow. Hello, mate. You all right? Yeah, sweet. I'm hearing reports that it's very sad news that a man lost his life yesterday. 6 Metropolitan Police constables ended his life. Yeah. Now, what is the cause? Why? What's that all about? Why have the Metropolitan? Why would you allow a situation in your country where 6 buffoons in uniform, right, are allowed to sit on top of an individual and squeeze the last ever bit of breath out of them? Do you know what I mean? Cockney Patriot. All right, my son, waste of time, all this protesting, good old-fashioned revolution needed, mate. I mean, I honestly believe they've killed a man. They've killed a man. Look, the police are there, to let's be honest, with all the weapons that they've got, it don't take them long to incapacitate an individual now, does it? And why 6 of them are sat on top of an individual, I don't know. It's beyond me. It's disgraceful. They should hold their heads in shame. But do you know the ironic part about it? They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Alopo, hello, mate. You all right? How are you? You're doing all right? I'm trying to figure out and see there what your profile picture is. From my eyes, it looks like I don't know. I can't make it out. Cockney Patriot is in the house. Did you see the weapon that disrupted the speaker outside number 10? No, I didn't. What happened? Was there someone speaking outside number 10? Was there? I will say this, right? As a country, we have the right to stand up when tyranny comes on. We have the right to say, nah, we ain't having that. We do, surely. To God we do, don't we? Apparently, this is in just the news in general. Tom Hardy, the actor, he's been framed as the new 007 to take over from Daniel Craig. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure Tom Hardy's a 007. I'm not. Grass shooting, yes, mate. I'm going to tip me out later and get some coins in this one. Tip me out for my lady when she comes home. I will send you the link. The man has been doing a vigil for 42 days. He started speaking on the mic and they zapped his speaker and arrested him. Yeah, we're not allowed to protest. We're not allowed to, protest, break the word down, protest. Personally, for me, protesting's begging. I very much look forward, right, to the fucking day where my country and its people get off their fucking asses and take back their property. I do. I really do. He was in Peaky Blinders. He was, yeah. He was Alfie Solomons. And you, son. Oh, it's funny when what was his name? The Italian mob man that come over, Lucio Changretta, and he went and see Alfie Solomons, and he said, "You can pay another £100 because you're a cunt, mate." I did laugh. He was in Peaky Blinders. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was in Cheeky Blinders. I love the Cheeky Blinders, by the way. Yeah. It's funny. So yeah, I mean, we're in exciting times, kind of, but when people are getting killed for actually wanting to stand up for their families, their kids, they're not conspiracy theorists. Sky News, all these news media outlets are saying, "Oh, 35,000 conspiracy theorists." Come on, we had people of all walks of life there. It's disgusting. Hello, West Sussex. How are you? King Alfred's country is popped in. How are you, West Sussex? Nice to see you. Loving your. Is that a Wessex flag you got there? I think it could be, couldn't it? Did you watch Europa? Actually, funnily enough, Karen, I'm halfway through it. I've got it on my screen here above here. Europa, the last battle. We're certainly in it. And look, if people can't see it, right, that's up to them. They're walking into a dystopia. I tell you, it's Sussex. Oh, West Sussex. Oh, sorry. Oh, Wessex. West Sussex used to be Wessex, didn't it? I don't know. I'm terrible with geography. I really am. I'm trying to think where Wessex is. Is that a razor in your tiffler, or are you glad to see us? The old Peaky Blinder. I had Kent Police storm my house this week, didn't I? Yeah, PC Ockley decided to leap me gate like Linford fucking Christie. He was over Bosch. I went, "What are you doing, sunshine?" And yeah, he was the all power that day. The old boy with his weapons, ex-Royal Marine. He just fucking let Margate. I'm stood there thinking, Jesus, I was going to put my hands up and go, I surrender, slip me over my bonnet. Yeah, just use lube when you put it in. Please do. Yeah. It's scary. Mother truckers, mate. It's all on BitTube. This message is held for review. Oh, what message is that then? Afternoon, sweetie. Frankie McAwaren, there, darling. You all right? Thanks for the documents, Dave, mate. Keeps you, you know what I'm saying, for the minute. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, apparently a man's died yesterday up in London at the hands of the Metropolitan Police. Absolutely disgraceful. Why they're killing us? Why are you killing us? Why are you killing us? Well, because we want to stand up for ourselves. You're going to kill us? You're wicked people, man. They are wicked people. But, I mean, my brother died yesterday, whoever he was, standing his conviction and standing up for what he believed in. I mean, is there anything more valiant than that? I don't know. Metropolitan Police, 6 individuals sat on one man. They've killed him. Just took all the life out of him, took all the air out of him. Now he's just a lump of meat on a slab. His life snuffed out. For what? What? Why would you do that? Why would you put a uniform on and kill people, man? Mate, you know, my old motto is to them people that are doing this stuff, rot in hell. Rot in hell, man. You're all going up to London begging to elite nonsense, get real people. These evil bastards in Parliament don't give a shit about the people, and it's all greed. I agree. I am living in hope that one day the people of my country, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, all actually realise that they're stronger together, that they all come together, stand side by side, and they put their own opinions and all the other bits to one side and just come together for greatness. Man, I reckon I do see that day. I think I do. I think I get to see that day. I do. There's so many great people now standing up and saying, you know, this is all wrong. The Metropolitan Police, they come up from the top of Trafalgar Square yesterday. There's lots of videos out there, by the way. And they was just running and charging through people, through kids, through mothers, and just knocking them to the ground. I mean, someone tell me what that is about, please. Cockney Patriots proper fired up today. Trafalgar Square next week, third time lucky. Is it? I mean, I don't know. There are people saying there's going to be up 1 million people there. If there is, all well and good. Yeah, all well and good. And actually, I might wear me out, and then if I have to wear a mask, I might just go like that. How's about that? Yeah. So if you see me, I'll be wearing a bit of this. Yeah, unless it's a red hot day, of course. It's not on square now. I've always had a problem all my life. My ears ain't level. It's something about my head that's, I don't know if when I come out, my dad give me a jab. I don't know, but or something they did to me in the hospital. Oh, by the way, just on a side note, this come to me the other day, and I felt I need to give it to you. Everyone's looking for a thing called their live born record, right? Which comes from the hospital, the hospitality suite that you come into this world. Now, there is a thing that they do, and they tell you it's for whatever reason, but they do a thing called a heel prick test. You've all had kids, you know what I'm talking about, especially you mothers out there and you dads that were there paying attention. So they do a heel prick test, and they take the blood and they put this blood on a card. I think it's called a Guthrie card. And we all think they're going to test the blood, I don't know, whatever. But that's the soul. They're taking the blood for the soul. That Guthrie card, I truly believe, is either held at the Vatican or it's held in this country in a central place on behalf of the Vatican. In actual fact, I'm going with a letter. I would say that they're all kept somewhere in this country for that reason. It's a blood soul, because this system claims to own your soul, which is, to me, as a man, it's ludicrous. I mean, I can't even get my head around why I'm living in a group of people in my country that think they own somebody else. It bothers me, man. It bothers me that someone would deem to own me, my soul, my spirit. Well, I ain't having that. Davey Wilson, all right, son, how's it going? Alopo, absolutely right, mate. It is a blood ritual. And they said, we need to top you up with your tetanus injections. Well, what's in it? And they looked up this screen, and it said it's got formaldehyde in it, no hydrochloric acid, or say hydrochlorine, which is bleach and mercury. And she went, well, I ain't having none of that stuff. Hidden contracts in plain sight, kind of. It is. So they've taken us all into custody, our souls, our spirits. That's why all this stuff's going on. It's why it's all going on. It's why none of us are settled. None of us are fulfilled. None of us knows exactly what the hell's going on. We're all just bumbling around like kids. We can't figure all this stuff out. Well, there are a lot of us now that have figured it all out and making ways to free mankind. And I'm hoping that you all want to be a part of it. Did you meet Daddy Dragon? Did you? You met Mr. Daddy. Met a mate of yours yesterday, Mr. Daddy in spirit. Hang on, whoa, slow down there, son. What you saying? Did you see Mr. Daddy? Who's Mr. Daddy? You're talking about Graham Moore? Is that you talking about there? My dad got me the F out of there. Yeah, don't blame him. Did you meet Daddy Dragon, Davey? You'll have to have a chat. Grandma, yeah. He's a good lad. I spoke to, I think when I spoke to Graham last, weren't long ago, a week or two ago. I know Graham, Daddy Dragon's been down the docks a lot, seeing everybody that's flying in from Tesco's on these dinghies that the French Coast Guard seem to be. I think they get halfway. I think they get a free camembert and a chorizo sausage and maybe a little packet of them French beers. You know, them little French beers. They get halfway into the channel, and then the Brits pop along, ATM's Coast Guards, and go, Bosh, we got it, lads. And the French go, ooh la la, monsieur, Mr. Bencourt, bureau. And then Bosh, then they come into England, and then they're up the gangplank, and then they get their 3-bedroom houses and all that. And there you go. Joker Box, hello, sir, from the USA. Love your channel, Joker. I love you too, my old son. You're a fruit, you are. Fair play for joining in. David Wilson, yes. So you met Graham Moore, yeah. See, what part of the USA? God bless the USA. We do it like that over here. You guys do it like that over in the States. And, of course, our brothers and sisters across the pond. They have a lot in common with us English. All of their law, all of their stuff is based on our stuff. You know what I'm saying? And their courts, I always say to the Yanks and the Canadians and the New Zealanders, they'll go, no, we're independent, especially the Aussies. The Aussies are as fuck. The Aussies go, fuck, mate, you're fucked, mate. Yeah, you're fucked. And get fucked. That's all they say. Whenever you go to Aussie, get fucked. I'm like, what? They're like a toss-up between Rolf Harris and Basil Brush. You know, I can't work their accent out. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. But they all seem to think they're independent. My sister-in-law lives over there now. She's having a lovely time. My brother's over there. And they say, no, we're independent. We're not under the Queen no more. I go, listen. Of course you are. Your courts is all British rule, yeah? All your American courts, at Dumondwar, the Crown Corporation, the Rothschilds, plaques are all up there. You're all under British rule. You just don't realise it. And that's the frustrating part about it. You know, you are all under British rule. Hiya, Dave and folk. Glorious day to ya. Yes, absolutely. Frank McElaren, who's going to block the docks? I'm in Dublin. Bosh. Hi, Dave. Jessica's wedding DIY. Big shout out for Jessica there. She's doing her weddings DIY style. If you want some wedding tips and stuff, go and find her. Give her a chat. She might sort you out. Do you a deal? Don't know. I hope it helps. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, it is not. I think the Germans actually, I think they beat us to the post. In fact, I really do think they're going to beat us to the post in taking back their country. The Germans seem to be right up for it. Now, I don't know if there's a shortage on bratwurst and German beer, but listen, if you want an uprising in your country, you have to kick everyone in the bollocks. You have to cause a massive divide between the rich and the poor. You have to basically give the poor nothing and the rich sit up there in their ivory towers. That's when you get a revolution. That's exactly what happened in France. And when they were chopping all their heads off with little guillotines, the women were sat there in the crowds doing their knitting. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? The old French women are sat there with their garlic bread and all that stuff, their frog's legs. And that's what happens when you have sex with a French woman. She puts her legs behind her head, and that's frog's legs, isn't it? And, easy. Anyway, so, look, I've got a bloody caught my finger during the week. It's not a little robot. It's not a little track and trace device. Look, I've been track and trace people. Look, I did swear a bit, actually, when I'd done that. I swore more when I'd done that than I did when I was swearing at this copper the other day that was in my lounge. The Germans don't want to make the same mistake twice. No, it's kicking up in Germany right now. Yeah, it might be bratwurst shortages. I don't know. But a couple of weeks ago, the German people raided their Reichstag. And you won't see that on any of the news, by the way. You won't see that. But let them crack on, right? Let the BBC, which is massively being defunded, because people obviously are waking up and they don't want to sponsor paedophilia. The BBC, I don't even know it's surviving no more, maybe on its European donations. We know that the European Union is a massive donator to the BBC. And we know maybe that's what's keeping it going. But because I know, I can categorically tell you this to be the truth. There's over 3 million households in this country now that don't sponsor the BBC. And I applaud every single one of them that have said no to the licensing fee. It's what we all started with years ago. It's what we cut our teeth on. We all said no to the BBC for what? They were paedophiles. Jimmy Savile, Rolf Harris, Stuart Hall, keep going. The list goes on. A lot of my childhood heroes got took down. BBC got Gates. Yes, exactly. Hello, Elliot Flynn. Lovely to see you, son. How you doing? We've got 31 in the room. My channel's just chipping out just over 800 subscribers. So I tell you what, thanks so much for subscribing and tuning in for the chaos that we bring you most days. And we are in chaos, but we've now moved into a new time period because our public servants that we placed our faith and trust into are now killing us. All right. And their method of killing is to get 6 constables to sit on top of you and squeeze the life out of you. And then they all go, weren't me. I didn't fucking do it. Well, no, you did. You took part in killing someone. I'll shout you out, my man. I've got 26,000 subscribers. Messages need to get out. Joker Boxer, I'm loving that, my old son. Fair play. You got 26,000 subs. Beautiful. How long have you been on YouTube? I've only been here about 7 months now, I guess. But look, I'm quite happy for the channel to grow slow. I am. We've got 33 in the room, as above, so below. 33 and 11. 11 thumbs up and 33 in the room. That's crazy. They're good numbers, them. Take them, better than the lottery numbers. I trucked the BBC up years ago, UK media. Go on, my son. We are the new media, by the way. We are the new news. We're giving it to you raw, whether you choose to listen in and pay attention and then go and do your own research. Of course, most people in my country are probably too lazy to do that. They just want to sit in front of the telly and watch a thing called Gogglebox, which is people watching the telly, watching the people watch telly. Yeah. And they do that all the time. Yeah. Gogglebox is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. The masses love a bit of Gogglebox. They love it. What did you watch last night? Well, I watched Gogglebox. So you're watching telly, watching people watch telly. Yeah. Oh, it's fucking amazing. It's the nuts. Is it? Oh, all right. So you never thought about getting your own life and getting yourself informed then? No. I'm too busy watching Gogglebox. Well, crack on, son. Makes it special. Jessica, wedding DIY. I'm in Bedford. In Bedford, been a lot of attempted child abductions. Bedfordshire police had the front to post that people are making false allegations. They're sickos, aren't they, the old Bill? They're right, proper sickos. Susan McManus. Hello, sweetheart. How are you, darling? Yes, Karen Campbell with, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at would you have a look at Karen Campbell's profile picture? It is, honestly, every time it pops out, it's like I'm looking at myself. It's an orangutan. And when I'm in lockdown, I don't have my hair cut, that's what I look like. If you ever want a picture of me first thing in the morning, before I put my Davina makeup on, I look like an orangutan. The missus always said to me, she said, you look like a bonobo. I'm like, what's one of them? She said, a chimp, an ape, like kind of thing. I was like, oh, lucky you. Lucky you, I'll be a bit caveman. Yes, abductions over in Alpington. Let them go. I'm right anyway. Blushing. No, you're all right, sweetheart. You're all good. You're my favourite sugar tits. You really are. The BBC have blocked my numbers every time I tried ringing them. Yeah, they don't like it up them, do they? Don't tell me that part. They don't like it up them. They don't like it up them. No, they don't. Look at me. I look like a First World War, don't I? I look like I just need an old push bike and get out and I'll be going around the French village picking up onions. Hit the likes, lads and lasses. God bless you, Alopo. Thank you, sweetie. She's crying. We're laughing there, darling. Yeah, bosh. Onions are really good for you, by the way. Onions are a superfood, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, if you concentrate them down and you do it properly, that's a healer. You make onion juice. You take it when you're not feeling too well, like you've got a nose or you've got Corona or whatever it is. I mean, I used to love Corona in the 70s, especially the cherry aid one. Do you remember the bottles of Corona? When this shit started, right, we went shopping, yeah, me and the missus. And this is before when you could still go out as a romantic couple, walking around your Sainsbury's aisles and that, beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing when you go shopping together and you're in the frozen pea department, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You're picking out your peas and she's bent over the old counter and yeah. Anyway, but we can't do that no more. We're not allowed to. And I walked down the beer aisle, and there was all the other beers gone, but Corona, bottles of Corona, which is a beautiful beer. I mean, I was a bit of a devil. I had a couple last Saturday night. Can you believe it? Corona bottles weren't being touched. So there's people in my country and around the world associating a virus called the Macarona to these bottles of beer. You can't fix fucking stupid, can you? You really can't fix stupid. Oops, I love that saying, says a lot, Mo. I went out before and see no mask debaters. Oh, there's plenty of mask debaters out there right now. Let me tell you, they want a row. When you get out there and you ain't got a mask on, they want a row. Why you got a mask on? What's it got to do with you? Oh, you're a killer, you are. You're a killer. You're killing people. Really? Well, I think your CO2 levels in your bloodstream are fucking tipping you over the edge, me old fruit. I suggest you take that face nappy off and breathe easy. I love to breathe. I love breathing. Call me old-fashioned. It's like I come into the world, right? When I come out and pass my mother's waters, It's the first thing I did. I went, oh, I'm here. I'm fucking here, and I'm in the world. Come on, let's get going. And I did. I come into the world. I was fired up, man. I'm like, yes, I'm having another go at this gig. Let's get it right this time. You know. But I like me breathing. I do like to breathe. I mean, I would never go around and French kiss anyone in a supermarket or, you know, snog them or whatever. I wouldn't, you know. I'm respectful. I'm a distance. This virus got a tape measure. Tape measure got 6 foot. Fucking get back. Yeah, it's got a clock. It's got a clock. Oh yeah. After Monday, I've done it 6 of you. I can't have 10. It's got a clock. It's got a fucking clock. It's got a clock. It's got a clock. It's got a tape measure. It's so clever. It is really clever, this coronavirus. It really is. But it's not about a virus, is it, ladies and gentlemen? It's not about a virus. It's about control. Takes me back to a time period in history when we had a certain group of people having to wear the Star of David and black armbands and had to carry papers everywhere. Yeah? Where you going, fucktard? Well, what's it got to do with you? Oh, he wore a black armband. You know where I'm going? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All these vaccines now also, they're saying that they're going to have nanotechnology in there. And if you don't believe nanotechnology exists, do yourself a favour. Go and get informed. Go and do just a smidgen of your own research. Yeah? Just do a little bit. See where it takes you. Stop watching the mainstream media. It's really not helping you out right now. And I myself, you know, I feel for all the people in my country. I mean, I really do, in all the fear. So many people, don't come in. I mean, I'll never forget, right, about 3.5 months ago, my missus says, we got to go down to Cranbrook. We've got a little village down the road called Cranbrook, right? I said, what we got to go down there for? She said, we've got to drop some manure off because we've got 3 horses, right? And you want to see this on horse? I'm telling you, it looks good. Oh yeah. I don't go out very long on them because it hurts. You know, I'm a bit blessed down there, and it's like cut the fucking arm bags on you. It's not good. You know, like them arm bags used to go when you was learning to swim. That's what I'm sitting on all the time, ladies. So it's painful. So anyway, we goes down and drop these 3 bags of manure off. And when we pulls up outside the house, I realised that I tiled their kitchen out about 4 or 5 months before. And I knew the woman, right? Really lovely woman. Quite pretty, actually, to be fair. And she's up the garden trimming her bush. And I thought, I'll have a little wave. You know, she won't mind. She's trimming her bush. She's having a nice time. So I'm waving at her and she's waving back. She's going, hello, Dave. I'm just trimming my bush. I said, you carry on, darling. It's a nice thing to witness, you know. You've got to keep it tidy. And the geezer, the husband, he's at the side of his car, come out. I held my hand out, shake his hands like I was going to fucking... It's like I pulled a shotgun on him. He stood back, he went up against his car and went, don't come closer. I'm like, what? What the fucking hell are you on? He said, don't come any closer. Oh, no, don't shake my hand. I'm like, this guy, what the fuck? I said, you've been watching the TV, brother, haven't you? He went, oh, yeah, I listened to it all on the radio. I'm like, I says, here's your manure, son. It's fresh. I said, and thanks for the bags. We're off. But it bothered me. I got really upset that I'd made him feel that way because I'm quite out there, people. Let me tell you, I'll hug anyone. I don't care if there's a killer virus, whether you've got tuberculosis, whether you've got leprosy and your willy's falling off. I'll hug you. Why? Because that's the spirit that God gave me. All right. I don't care. Jesus, when he went and healed the sick, he didn't go, oh, I can't touch this one because I might catch it. He never walked in fear, did he? He just got in there and put that energy and that love of God on people and changed them and healed them. So that's me. I couldn't care what you got. I couldn't care if you just shit your pants. I'll give you an hug. Might not be a long hug, but I'll give you an hug because I love people. But the fear that this has been peddling out, you know, daily garbage from the mainstream, from Boris, from Matt Hancock, for these people should be properly ashamed of themselves. Properly ashamed of themselves. They've put the people of our country into so much fear. And the people of our country now have become collaborators. Yeah, they're like the brown shirts. It's like they're getting excited about telling you to put a mask on or stand outside a building because they think they have the right to do it. And they don't. Big hugs to you, Dave. Karen Campbell, listen, you wait till I see your orangutan. You're in trouble. Karen Campbell, we need confession, love. Yeah. I do confession. I'm a minister, by the way. If anyone wants to come and tell me their problems and get their sins forgiven, I'll listen. No problem. People are too lazy to gain knowledge. They believe the tell, lie, vision. They do, Karen. You're right, mate. They do, yeah. I'd rather be out there walking the streets watching ladies trim their bushes, keep their gardens tidy. You know, the lady garden must be kept tidy. I'm saucy, and I always stick them little innuendos in there. You know what I'm talking about. You like, there's no flies on you. I can't pull the wool over any of your eyes, can I? Really? So look, yeah, it's bad. Yesterday, killing a man. Apparently, let me just swig my last bit of my green tea. I tell you, I'm living the fucking dream out here in Kent. I better trim my bush. Yeah, keep it trim, man. Can you marry people? Yes, I can, Joe. Yes, I can. I can do weddings, funerals, you name it. You can have Peaky Blinder funeral services if you like, mate. I don't care. I'm offering a free bush trimming service as UK Media. Yeah, absolutely right. And green tea, enough good for you. Keeps your pecker up. Rock and roll. Yeah, so someone told me, sent me a thingy earlier. And if you know what a thingy is, you're better than me. And apparently the Met Police yesterday have injected a geezer with something, right? It's proper tasty. It's knocked him right out. This geezer's out cold on a stretcher and they've just fucked him off somewhere. They've just took him and put him somewhere. I mean, I just hope he's alive today and not in a tin of pedigree chum. I do. And I wouldn't put it past these bastards to murder us in cells and just get rid of the body. I think we're at that point. I think that's been happening for a long time. I think we've got to be really fucking careful. I do. 2 tea bags in there, just straighten the last bit out. My mum bought me this last weekend. Look, super awesome, son. Ha! After the trauma I put my mother through, right, bringing me up, she still buys me cups that says super awesome, son. Come on. How much do I charge? What for? Marriages or bush trimming? Or is that referred to UK Media? Oh, I see what's going on in the room there. Fair play, Dave. Didn't know he was a minister. Yeah, Minister David. Yeah, Minister David. Minister for about the last 8 months, I guess. 8 or 9 months. I've not got the packs to do the weddings and the funerals, but I could do. Yeah, I can do it. In actual fact, when the weather changes, I'm going going to be meeting up with a group of people next year to have a proper baptism and in the private in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ's name. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a minister. Yeah, you best believe I might use the odd F word, but I don't suppose he bothers about that because God gives you your voice, you see. God gives you the words. He says, worry not about what you're going to speak. It will just come out. And that's what we have to do. It depends on the growth. Oh, they're doing, well, you're doing price work here, son. I think he's doing price work. He's on it. Yeah, bush trimming services. Go and see UK Media. He sorts it out. Apparently does a nice job. What a wonderful experience and a pleasure to be with Positive Souls, Karen Campbell, my beautiful little mate there with a orangutan, ting-a-lang-tang, ting-tiggling-tang. Beautiful, beautiful picture there. It makes me laugh every time I see it. And when I go onto her channel and blow it up and have a proper look at her orangutan, it is really, really, really funny. I just hope that as your orangutan, you're keeping a tidy bush. That's all I'm saying. Let's see what notifications we got. Let's see what's going on Facebook, shall we, today? Listen, your Facebooks, your TikToks, all these other bits and bobs, they're your new truth, all right? They really are. And you should be paying attention. You should be. I just hope and pray that you're all talking to your friends, you're all talking to your families, and you're all realising that there's something quite saucy going on and that we can't allow this to go on. And the only way that we're going to remedy this now is by all coming together. All coming together. I'm here for this reason, right? My soul and spirit is here for this reason. I'm here to help you heal your country. Okay. We don't use violence. We use greatness and we use goodness and we use spirited people that are fed up living in this satanic doctrine. And that's exactly what we're living in. And if you don't think that we are, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Twitter, I'm on Twitter. Come over and we can unite there. Also, I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, man. I'm on Twitter, boy. Let me tell you. I've been Twittering for a long time. My favourite tweeter, President Trump. Today, he's up there saying, "Make America great again." The boy wants his country back. It's good. Makes me day seeing Dave pop up. I haven't popped up yet, Karen. You know what I'm saying? Karen Campbell, be cheap enough to keep them trim, though. So there's some real saucy private messages going here today. Let me tell you. I'm here today because I've had a busy week, right? And yesterday I've been putting a log burner flue, a big stainless steel thing me down my chimney up on my roof, and I could just about turn because I've done something to my back and it's really stiff and it feels like I've swallowed a Viagra because I'm having trouble turning my neck. But I was up on my roof and my business partner, we do a lot of stuff together, a lot of bathrooms and all stuff. We're well known in our village. We're like the Peaky Brother twins. And we should call ourselves Peaky Blinder Bathrooms, really, to be fair. And but I'm up on the roof and he's feeding me. I've got the liner going down the chimney and he's kind of taking the weight off it and feeding it up to me. Well, he pushed when I weren't ready and I almost went forward. Now, the problem with that is straight off my roof down the front is my vegetable patch. I probably would have made a nice addition to it. But coming backwards would have been a softer landing. And I kind of stopped myself and seized myself up and I put something out and I went, "Don't fucking push." Because I felt myself going. I was like, oh my God. My little heart come up into my mouth. But anyway, it is can't stand straight. Will you sort yourselves out? What are you doing? I'm suspended on Twitter. Can't be bothered. No. We are like, right. So like when Germany was occupying France, right, and you had the French resistance, they didn't care whether they got killed. They were determined to derail the German system. And I personally think that England is like under a German system right now. I think it's fascism and communism. I clearly see that. We're not a common law nation no more. We should stop kidding ourselves. We should be honest with ourselves that we've been duped, royally duped. And I think the royals have taken part in this massive swindle when you consider they are German descendants. And I've got no problem with me, German brothers and sisters, but this is England and it's a very funny country to want to take over, especially from the inside, because when we rise up, I think the English are going to fuck them up big time. I do. I think they're going to hold them all accountable, and I don't think there's anywhere they can run to. Tell you what, a massager. Yeah, but you know what massages turn into, didn't you? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, it was up on the roof. So today I'm just chilling out, and I was on this morning. We've done a little bit this morning, covered a bits and bob. Anna Breeze, she had a guy go up and do a lot of investigative journalism yesterday up in Trafalgar Square. She's edited that lot. She's put that together. We've got Denise Welch. I've just messaged Denise Welch actually and said, you know, if you want to come on the show, I'd love to interview you because Denise is very passionate. She's trying to get a balance for all of this coronavirus 1984. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to balance this out. I'm trying to say, well, look, there is something going on, but it ain't a pandemic. It's not a mass killer. In Ireland, actual fact, Dolores Cahill was saying yesterday that they've got a freedom of information request out on the coroners, etc., on death certificates. And there has been 0 deaths in Ireland from coronavirus. 0. You can't, and I can't do that without them 3 fingers popping up before you go, oh, you got the 666 up. All right, I can't. My hands are bent out. I've been too many years of hard graft. I think it's going to happen. A rising of biblical proportions worldwide. Well, we're talking about the Bible. I've just had a new Holman end of verse reference, King James version, and after my experiences on Monday with Kent Police, and they're sending their finest to my house the finest purveyors of tyranny worldwide. I opened up my New Holman Bible, and the revelations that were revealed to me and the messages that were revealed to me were quite profound, actually. So yeah, I've got that, and I'm reading that every day. I go here